This 1 Degree Outside video is sponsored by the Topsfield Fair, America's oldest fair. You can pre-order your admission, meal, and ride tickets today at topsfieldfair.org and join the fun October 4th through 14th, conveniently located on Route 1, just off of Interstate 95.
Hi, Matt Noyes, starting a new work week out together Monday morning. Noyes Notes for you, looking this way. First of all, there's still an onshore wind, still a northeast wind, so still some big waves. You've heard that rumbling surf if you lived near the coastline during the overnight, and a little minor coastal flooding from the New Hampshire seacoast down to Plum Island is a possibility for us at the late afternoon high tide. Most of us, certainly the water is lower than it was over the weekend. Middle and late week, the shower chance is there for us, and we think it's going to be gone by the weekend. What's interesting is there's another tropical system that's going to be developing out of the Gulf of Mexico. It may hit the Gulf Coast late this week and then do kind of what Francine did. Remember, Francine was that storm that hit the Gulf and just stalled when he got across the southern United States? This one could do the same thing. If it does, that's actually what would give us a nice weekend this upcoming weekend. But that's why I say there's a little bit of a wild card there as to exactly how that moisture is going to respond when it starts moving over land. Nonetheless, this morning is mostly cloudy skies for you. It's a variable cloud cover through the course of the day, but generally more clouds than sun. Notice that feels like forecast comes to about 65, 66 and stays there into the afternoon. So, yeah, I've got long sleeve here. Honestly, though, if the kids want to do short sleeves, you could go either way on a day like today. They're just going to need the hoodie or the long sleeve getting out the door here this morning. Notice our high temperatures are kept in the mid-60s near the coast. Good reason for that. I mentioned the northeast wind that'll continue to blow at about 10 to 20 miles per hour today. The farther west you go, the less ocean influence there is, the more you can get up towards 70 degrees. Same thing as you head to central New England, the farther west you are, slightly milder temperatures. Still pleasant for everybody. Definitely if you're at the ocean with that breeze, it's a little bit on the cooler side, though. 70 degrees in the Champlain Valley, so it's been warmer each day in the Champlain Valley. This will be no exception to that. And the source of the cool air is coming from the Canadian provinces, so that's why you see even with sunshine, it's only 60 to 65 degrees when you get into portions of, for example, Nova Scotia. All right, then tonight with the dry air and a calming wind, a quieting wind. I won't say calming. You can see it's still out of the northeast today, but a quieting wind. We get down to the 40s in a whole bunch of spots. Where the northeast wind comes off the ocean, it keeps you a little bit milder as well. All right, meanwhile, 1 Degree Outside merchandise is here. You asked for it, and we think that is so awesome. We honestly didn't consider it until so many said, "You have any swag?" Swag.onedegreeoutside.com. You can sport your support for Danielle and I in 1 Degree Outside, and we really appreciate that. That's how things are looking for now. I will see you in just a little bit this morning. Insights, that deeper dive into meteorology over the next several days, and it's a Monday, which means pattern predictions. A look to why the 14-day in Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app looks the way it does and how that may change as we go on through. You can imagine that tropical system headed to the Gulf will be a part of that. So again, you'll find it all not only at 1degreeoutside.com as the day goes on, but if you get our app, Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app, you'll be able to get the notifications when we post some of that stuff as well. Hope you have a great start to the week. See you again in just a little